What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Today we're going to be taking a look at Ethereum and its recent price action, along with some talk about news and fundamentals, and with the price prediction for the short and the long term as well. Before we begin, we'd just like to say thank you so much to everyone for their continued support, the likes and subscribers, Patreon and YouTube members, and all your amazing comments and sharing. We appreciate you all so much at the channel, and we've been growing incredibly fast recently, so thank you to all of you. Our community has been growing amazingly well recently. It's all down to you guys, so thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, please like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos, and turn on bell notifications as well. We're posting 4 videos per day, so come back every day for daily updates and analysis. In any instance, you can sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. So as we can see, I've left on the previous lines that I had drawn on Ethereum when we were discussing what the potential might be for Ethereum, and in terms of corrections, and also just the potential, always there's the potential risk of a large amount of downside. And as we can see, this recent market-wide correction has hit Ethereum very, very hard indeed. I believe that this is a very, very large movement to the downside, 45% from the recent all-time high. Sheesh. That is very, very large amount of downwards price action for a crypto as large as Ethereum. This has basically come in the space of around, what do we see here? This is about a week's worth of downwards price action. And this has largely been due to what we believe to be manipulation and FUD in the market. There's been quite a lot of negative FUD happening in the news recently about cryptocurrency, and we do think that this seems to be some kind of coordinated attempts to basically suppress and lower the price of cryptocurrencies for better entry points for big institutional and huge whales in the space. We've actually seen a massive amount of manipulation happening recently in terms of the sheer amount of downwards price action that we've been seeing, overreactions potentially to FUD, and a lot of articles coming out recently about FUD in the market. For example, the China FUD, with China banning cryptocurrency for what seems like the 10th time in about 3 or 4 years. There's been a FUD about India rebanning cryptocurrency for like the 5th time this year as well. Also FUD surrounding Tesla and Elon Musk. FUD surrounding inflation and essentially the environmental concerns of Bitcoin, the hash rate dump. There's been so many pieces of FUD recently for cryptocurrency that it does seem like it's not a coincidence. And obviously, as we can see, the prediction that we made for a potential big move to the downside has been fulfilled for Ethereum. It didn't actually reach this euphoric 5K mark that we outlined it may potentially reach if it continued to trend upwards in this trend line, in this channel we outlined here. But instead, we've had a very, very large correction to the downside. And this is something that we had been warning about. Obviously, when prices are going straight up like this, as we can quite clearly see they have been in essentially the past few weeks, that it does leave you exposed to potentially a very large correction to the downside. And as we can quite clearly see, it seems as though Ethereum has been basically moving to the downside currently and fighting around these areas. As we can see here, at around, it's actually, as we speak, going down even further here, as we can see. It's been fighting around this $2,500 mark. As we can see here, Ethereum has been bouncing around, and it came almost actually as low as $2,250, which is a huge correction, essentially wiping out all the gains that were made in the past few weeks. This whole bubble here, as we can see here, if you could call it that, has burst. But it does seem as though this may have been a healthy correction for the market. We were getting very, very over-hyped on a lot of altcoins. And a correction back to the downside may not be a bad thing in the long term, although it does seem scary in the short term. As we can quite clearly see, we have outlined this blue macro trend line, and we haven't actually even come back down to test this fully yet. As we can see, this goes back for basically a long period of time. Since essentially the start of the year, we've been trending upwards very slowly. And as we can quite clearly see, we haven't actually come back down and retested these lows yet. But it does seem as though there's a lot of fear and uncertainty in the market currently. We would advise you all to do your own research and know what you hold. It does seem as though there is a huge amount of manipulation currently happening, and it has led to massive sell-offs in Bitcoin and Ethereum specifically, as well as a few other altcoins that we cover a lot. For example, VeChain has been making lower lows, which we thought that was very improbable to happen. But then there are other altcoins such as Polygon that have been performing quite well in the face of the recent correction. So we do strongly believe that this is not the end of the bull market, because as we've reiterated in a few videos now, bull markets don't end with massive fear and uncertainty. They actually usually end with a huge amount of euphoria followed by a massive correction that the market can basically not recover from. If the market was to end now, it would be the shortest bull market in history, and considering the amount of money that is flowing into the space, it seems very unlikely to us that this will happen. This doesn't seem to be the case at all when you look at all of the indicators and trends in terms of money flowing away from exchanges, in terms of the sheer amount of institutions buying and holding. None of the indications that we can see in terms of euphoria in the market either suggest that the bull market has ended. So it seems very likely to us that we're going to see a bounce from here. Our short-term price target for Ethereum would be to essentially come back up, maybe retest this 3K mark that we were saying would be quite strong resistance and support. As we can see, it did fight around in this area if we zoom in here for a little while before breaking again to the downside. But we do strongly think that the recent corrections in the market are severe FUD, and it doesn't seem unlikely to us at all that that we are going to bounce back basically in the next few months or so. It doesn't seem like, considering the sheer amount of downwards price action that we are seeing currently, it doesn't seem as though that this can be sustained, especially with the huge amount of buying pressure that we're going to be seeing for cryptos, especially in the next 6 months with the bull market, which is likely to continue. So it seems very unlikely to us that that the bull market is over, and we would advise people not to panic. Obviously, just take a look at what you own and know what you own and how much it's worth, the utility it's providing. This is why we always hold quality cryptos, not financial advice, of course, for situations like this when there is a lot of fear and uncertainty in the market. So that's our update for Ethereum today, guys. We'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please let us know down in the comment section below. Also, make sure to hit the like button, as it helps the channel out so much. So if you're a fan of the channel, please hit the like button now. Currently, only 10% of our viewers are subbed, and we'd love to see our community continue to grow more. So please hit the big red subscribe button. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, please sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, or sign up to YouTube membership by hitting the join button right next to the sub below this video, where you can get access to our private Discord. We're going to be offering a host of additional benefits, including coin calls, and the higher tiers gain one-to-one access to us personally, as well as a look at our personal portfolio, our daily research of cryptos with massive potential, and not to mention a 100x portfolio that we're currently constructing. So please take advantage of that there. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks with Webull by depositing... Oh my goodness, the rain. Excuse me. You can quite... my goodness. Don't forget to get 2 free stocks with Webull by depositing... Don't forget to get 2 free stocks with Webull by signing up and then depositing $100 using our link in the description below. You can quite literally deposit the $100, get your 2 free stocks, and then withdraw the money. So there's no reason not to do that. And they could be valued all the way up to $1,600 each. But don't forget to actually deposit as well. You can sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.